This is Bill Gelman at Resorts Atlantic City for Atlantic City Boardwalk Talk.
I'm David Danzis with Play NJ. And Bill, the reason we're here at Resorts is because we got our first look at the new pool that the oldest casino in Atlantic City has now officially opened. It's a beautiful indoor-outdoor space, retractable roof. You can't quite tell from your video angle, but the roof is actually open. And Bill, we just sat down with Mark Giannantonio, president of Resorts Casino Hotel, and he told us that this was a long time coming and a project that they're really proud of. What's your initial impression of what you see behind us?
Yeah, it's just great to see because we're in the summer season here. You see a lot of families in here. It's a beautiful amenity that's very scenic on the deck for those who don't want to be by the pool. There's a nice outdoor area with brand new loungers. They're opening there's going to be a bar that's opening soon. They're redoing the fitness room right next door to the pool, so it's just Resorts, even though they're the oldest and like a more of a boutique style hotel, they're not ignoring what needs to be done to stay competitive in the market.
Absolutely. And we're here in Atlantic City on the boardwalk. It's a beautiful summer day here in August. But Resorts isn't the only one that's been upgrading its outdoor pools. You may have seen recently a story on Play NJ that Caesars Atlantic City finally finished their outdoor pool as well. Another beautiful outdoor space with a bar. And it really just goes to show, like you said, that it's not so much about competition as it is just giving people what they want when they come here.
Right, exactly. I think that setup at Caesars is a little bit different. I think that was more of I think that plays up more the entertainment angle.
Sure.
Because you have the cabanas up there, the day beds. They have a DJ there certain nights of the week. So I think that expands the hours for the pool in that case. And it's when you're spending $200 million,
$400 million.
Yeah, well, $200 million at Caesars, right?
Yep.
Okay. With hundreds of millions.
Yeah. It's all abstract numbers at this point, right?
The pool is important.
Yeah. And, we're sitting here, we're talking about new things that are opening at the casinos, but that's not all that's happening in Atlantic City in the summer. As we stand here in just a few hours, 2-day fish concert is going to take place on the beach. The first of two that are taking place this month.
It's actually three. 3 fish concerts, two beach concerts.
Okay, so it's a 3-day fish concert.
Right.
Sorry, gotcha. So that's the second summer in a row, though, the fish has been here for multiple days. Last year, we know, it drew close to 100,000 people over the course of 3 days.
Right.
Expectations are the same for this one. And then next week we have what? We have something for country music fans, right?
Yeah, it's called Tidal Wave Festival, and it's a lot of big country name stars. And from what I understand, there's going to be 2 separate stages. There's several different acts every day, and I know that one. There's actually a weekend pass. They're not selling individual tickets for that. You have to get some sort of wristband for the weekend, and the prices vary depending on which package. There's hotel packages involved, so it's going to be different. It'll be interesting to see how that goes because you have so many different acts.
Sure. And then all of that is leading up to what is really the biggest event of the Atlantic City summer, and that's the annual Airshow. That's coming Wednesday, August 24th. For those of you who are local or a little bit in the know, you know that you can come the day before. So that would be Tuesday, August 23rd. They do the practice run. It's the exact same show, just a little less crowds on the beach. And, as somebody who lives 15 minutes away, that's usually my preferred day to come. With that being said, my good friends at the Atlantic City Chamber would tell you that they would love for you to come on Wednesday as well.
Yeah, and we actually put a story up on Play NJ this week that gives you all the background as to where to sit, the parking, and other important details you should know before coming into town. I did not know that 500,000 people come for that.
Easy.
Yeah,
Easily.
I was thinking like 100,000. I was like, wow.
It is far and away the biggest event that takes place in Atlantic City every summer. If you've never seen the Atlantic City Air Show, please do yourself a favor, get down here, and make sure you check out the Atlantic City Air Show. Now, before we head off, Bill, we have a little bit of what you might call melancholy news, but it is good news for somebody who's a friend of ours. Just came out this week. You and I have known for some months now that this was happening. But Joe Lupo, who is the property president at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Atlantic City, is moving on. He's going to take that same position at the new Hard Rock Hotel in Las Vegas. For those of you who don't know, Hard Rock bought the Mirage one of the most famous properties on the Las Vegas Strip. They're going to put, the Hard Rock touch on that. We're going to see a beautiful guitar-shaped hotel on the Las Vegas Strip. And, we're sorry to see Joe Lupo go from Atlantic City because he really did do a great job while he was here. We're really excited for him to take on this new chapter. It's actually a going home for Joe. Joe, started in Las Vegas as a sportsbook manager. And so this is kind of returning to his roots. So best of luck to Joe.
Yeah, he went to UNLV, and it's definitely a well-deserved run for Joe. And before Joe was at Hard Rock, he was actually an executive vice president for Borgata, so he has a lot of connections to Atlantic City. He did great things. He's also the president of Casino Association of New Jersey, so he's been very active. But like I just said, I couldn't think of a more well-deserved person to get the role.
Absolutely.
And rebuild the Hard Rock name in Las Vegas. Hard Rock used to be off the strip in Las Vegas. Now they're going to be at the center of all the action.
Yeah, and you sort of touched on that Joe is right now he's serving as the president of the Casino Association of New Jersey, and that's made him a little bit of a target of some casino employees here in Atlantic City who are trying to get a smoking ban passed for inside the casinos. And, Joe is sort of taking their ire a little bit because he is the mouthpiece for the casino industry at this point. I'll tell you right now, as we stand here at the beginning of August, for those of you who are looking forward to a casino or a smoking ban inside the casinos, you're probably going to get your wish sooner rather than later. The New Jersey legislature does return in September to a full schedule. From what I've been told, the bill to close the loophole for indoor casino smoking is one of the first things that's likely to be voted on and can come out of committee and eventually end up before the full New Jersey state legislature. We know Governor Phil Murphy has said he would sign that legislation. My gut tells me we're going to see that bill signed before the end of 2022. And by 2023, Atlantic City casinos are going to be smoke-free.
Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. See how things go from there.
Yeah, I should be clear, just in case anyone's misconstruing what I said. I'm not saying that's definitely what's going to happen. That's my gut feeling of how this process is going to play out. So I just want to make sure that I put in that caveat that I'm not saying smoking is going to be gone by 2023. Just looking that that's sort of the way the chips are falling.
I knew exactly what you were saying, but
just want to clarify. All right, guys. So like we said, we have a great interview lined up with Mark Giannantonio, president here at Resorts Casino Hotel. He's going to tell you all about what's happening here with this new pool and what else is happening at the property. Remember, if you guys like what we're doing with Atlantic City Boardwalk Talk, please make sure to hit that like button at the bottom of the video. You can also subscribe, keep up to date about all the stuff happening here in Atlantic City casinos. We look forward to seeing you at our next episode. All right, Mark. So what has been the overall reaction from your hotel guests since the pool reopened with the new retractable roof?
It's been spectacular. It's been a long, very important project for resorts. The pool deck and dome that was there was 5 decades old, so it was certainly time to replace it. And when we went out to scope the project, we wanted to build something spectacular. It was a very nice pool deck prior, but now we think we have one of the nicest pools in Atlantic City. And the consumer now, when they go up there, they're totally blown away. Not only is it a beautiful saltwater pool, there's a beautiful bar up there, and the accommodations, a retractable roof, but you have the most magnificent ocean views in Atlantic City.
So let's talk a little bit about some of the amenities that are at the pool, whether it's renting a poolside chair or whatever you guys have up there. If you can just kind of talk us through a little bit about what offerings you have for guests at the new pool.
Yeah, sure. Hotel guests that come in can go to the pool. It's free of charge, and they get a chair, a towel, and I think the most important thing is it's a very large space, so we can have many hundreds of people up there. The pool is a very large pool. It's saltwater, so it's really special. I like to always say, we have two now. We have 2 saltwater pools, the Atlantic Ocean and our pool. And the bar, which is opening this weekend, is just a fantastic addition to the pool deck, and we're really excited to get that open, I believe today.
Great. Talk a little bit about how involved this project was and what obstacles you faced in getting ready for the summer.
Well, it was a very big project. It's 4 stories high, so everything that we did, we had to bring up via crane. So when we deconstructed the existing dome, that had to leave via crane, and all the then tile had to be ripped up, and managing the water and rain was a very difficult project. And I just have to commend the team here. Facilities team did a wonderful job in really managing this project to ensure water penetration was limited, and just did a wonderful job. It was, like I said, a massive project. It's over a $4 million project. And I think when you go up and you actually see the physical site, it will speak for itself.
So, as always seems to be the case in Atlantic City, some of your counterparts are following Resort's lead, right? They're redoing their pools, they're redoing rooms, something you guys have already been doing for some time now. What's next on Resort's wish list in terms of upgrades for this property?
Dave, it's a great question. I have to tell you, when you work for somebody like Morris Bailey, who bought the property in 2010, we've been on a journey. This property back in 2010 was very tired. It's the first casino to open in Atlantic City. And now it's a vibrant, it's not the largest property, it's more of a boutique size with 942 rooms. But we have spent over $160 million here in the last 8 to 9 years to really kind of re-energize the property. So when we look at our business, we're looking more generational. Some gaming companies may be looking at the next month and maybe at the next quarter. We really look at things a little bit differently, and that's the nice thing about working for Morris Bailey and his family and Mohegan Sun. We see things more long term, and we are committed to Atlantic City. Both Morris and I was born and raised in Atlantic City, so this is very meaningful for us to ensure that this property does great. We've done our employees are family members, and they are equally involved with our success as anything. The capital is one thing, but our employees have just kept this property in its game when the property was struggling 12 years ago. And now with the great addition to all of our amenities, whether it's a new convention space or new room product, new sports book, casino floor improvements, they are really the key asset to our success here at Atlantic City.
All right, Mark. So tell us a little bit about how the collaboration with the other North Beach entities here in Atlantic City has been working out for Resorts.
Well, it's a great question. Today we're sitting on the veranda at Capriccio and overlooking the most magnificent view of the ocean and boardwalk. It was very important that we develop a collaboration with the other casino properties here up in the North Beach, Hard Rock and Ocean, and the businesses, Tennessee Avenue, Steel Pier, the Lighthouse. We have an amazing location. Natural resources are abundant. And we're the first stop. So if you're walking from Center Boardwalk to the North Beach, Resorts is the very first casino property. And so for us, it was really important to continue the investment in our property to make sure that, people come in, check us out, maybe play a slot or a table game. But in addition to enjoy some of our fine restaurants. As I said, we're in Capriccio today. It's the #1 rated casino restaurant in all of USA Today throughout the country, and so we're really proud of that. In addition, we collaborate with the North Beach partners. We do Music Row Mondays, so there's always something going on in North Beach. On Friday, September 4th, we have a fireworks display, which is going to be fantastic. We did one for July 4th, and now we'll close the season. Not so much close the season, but right around Labor Day, we're going to have incredible fireworks display. So I would absolutely book your trip for that week, September 4th. And it's a Friday, and we have availability right now, but those rooms go fast.
All right, Mark. Before we let you go, if there's anything else you want to talk about, anything you want to highlight, anything we didn't talk about that you wanted to talk about, or maybe just something you're thinking about now that you wanted to get to in a previous question, the floor is yours.
Yeah, as I said, we view things more generational, so we're always planning. Right now, we're in the middle of our strategic plan to develop next year's capital plan and so forth. but we've made continued investments on our casino floor with electronic table games and our slot product. We brought in over 400 slot machines. That will continue next year to continue to keep the floor vibrant. So just, if you're in Atlantic City, resorts is a must-stop. We were the first in the market, and we think we have all that there is to offer here in Atlantic City. Great location, great restaurants, great gaming experience, and above all, the most genuine employees that you could ever find.